Plywood is one of the most widely used building materials in the modern world, found in homes, skyscrapers, ships, furniture, and infrastructure projects on every continent. Yet few people realize how much precision, engineering, and industrial coordination goes into producing each flat panel. What appears to be a simple sheet of layered wood is actually the result of a carefully controlled manufacturing process involving forestry management, log conditioning, high-speed peeling, moisture control, adhesive chemistry, extreme pressure, and rigorous quality testing. And today on The How Factory, we're stepping inside plywood mills to see exactly how plywood is made, from raw logs to strong, stable building panels ready for construction sites worldwide. The journey begins in managed forests where suitable trees are selected for plywood production. Common species include pine, spruce, fir, birch, and eucalyptus, chosen for straight growth, consistent grain, and structural strength. Trees are harvested using large forestry machines that cut, debranch, and section logs in minutes. These logs are transported to plywood mills where they are sorted by diameter, length, and species. Quality begins here. Logs with excessive knots, rot, or severe curvature are rejected or diverted to other wood products. Once inside the mill, logs undergo conditioning, a critical step that prepares them for peeling. Fresh logs are extremely hard and prone to cracking if processed immediately, so they are soaked in hot water vats or steam chambers for hours or even days. This softens the lignin, the natural binder in wood, allowing the log to be peeled smoothly into thin sheets without tearing. Temperature and soaking time are carefully controlled depending on wood species and log size. After conditioning, the logs move to the peeling line. Bark is removed using rotating debarkers that strip the outer layer cleanly, exposing smooth wood beneath. The debarked log is then mounted horizontally in a massive veneer lathe. As the log spins, a long, razor-sharp blade presses against it, peeling off a continuous ribbon of wood veneer, much like unrolling paper towels. This veneer sheet can be hundreds of meters long and is only a few millimeters thick. The peeling process is incredibly fast and precise, producing uniform veneer thickness critical for plywood strength. As the veneer peels away, sensors monitor thickness in real time, making micro adjustments to the blade position. Any deviation can weaken the final panel. Once peeled, the veneer ribbon is clipped into manageable sheets and sent down conveyors for drying. The leftover core, now too small to peel further, is removed and later chipped for other wood products or energy generation. Drying is one of the most important stages in plywood manufacturing. Fresh veneer contains significant moisture that must be reduced before bonding. Veneer sheets enter long drying tunnels where hot air circulates rapidly, removing moisture while preventing warping or cracking. Moisture sensors scan each sheet as it exits the dryer, ensuring it meets strict specifications. Over-dried veneer becomes brittle, while under-dried veneer weakens adhesive bonding. Any sheet outside tolerance is automatically rejected or reprocessed. Once dried, veneers move to grading and repair. Automated scanners and human inspectors examine each sheet for defects such as knots, splits, holes, or discoloration. Higher-grade veneers are reserved for the outer faces of plywood, where appearance matters. Lower-grade veneers are used in the core layers. Some defects are repaired using plugs or filler, especially for panels destined for visible applications like furniture or cabinetry. Next comes layup, the stage where plywood gains its legendary strength. Veneer sheets are stacked in layers with the grain direction alternating at 90 degrees between each layer. This cross-laminated structure is what gives plywood its stability, preventing expansion, contraction, and warping. Adhesive is applied between layers using curtain coaters or roller spreaders. The adhesive formulation depends on the plywood's intended use. Interior plywood uses urea formaldehyde adhesives, while exterior and structural plywood uses phenol formaldehyde resins designed to resist moisture, heat, and weather exposure. Once adhesive is applied, the veneer stack, now called a mat, is assembled to the desired thickness, typically 3, 5, 7, or more layers. The layup process is often semi-automated, with machines positioning veneers precisely while operators ensure alignment. Even small misalignments can create weak points or uneven edges in the finished panel. The assembled mats then enter the hot press, the most intense stage of plywood production. Massive hydraulic presses close with enormous force, compressing the layers together while heat activates the adhesive. Temperatures can exceed 150 degrees Celsius, and pressures reach several hundred pounds per square inch. Inside the press, the adhesive cures, forming permanent chemical bonds between layers. Press cycles are timed precisely. Too short and the glue won't fully cure. Too long and productivity suffers or veneers may scorch. After pressing, plywood panels emerge as solid, rigid sheets. They are stacked and allowed to cool, stabilizing internal stresses created during pressing. At this point, the panels are structurally complete but not yet finished. Excess adhesive squeeze out and uneven edges remain. Panels move next to trimming and sanding lines. Large saws cut panels to standardized dimensions such as 4 by 8 feet or metric equivalents. Trimming ensures square edges and consistent size. The panels then pass through wide belt sanding machines that smooth surfaces to uniform thickness and prepare them for finishing or construction use. Sanding also removes surface imperfections and ensures face veneers meet appearance standards. Quality control intensifies after sanding. Panels are inspected for thickness consistency, bonding strength, surface defects, and internal voids. Some panels undergo non-destructive testing using ultrasonic or acoustic methods to detect delamination. Samples are pulled for destructive testing, where panels are cut and stressed to verify structural performance. Moisture resistance, bending strength, and shear strength are tested according to national and international standards. Depending on the product type, additional treatments may be applied. Structural plywood may receive edge sealing to reduce moisture absorption. Some panels are treated with fire-retardant chemicals or preservatives for outdoor or industrial use. Specialty plywood, such as marine-grade panels, undergoes even stricter testing and adhesive control to ensure durability in extreme environments. Once approved, plywood panels move to stamping and labeling. Each panel is marked with grade, thickness, adhesive type, and compliance certifications. These markings allow builders and inspectors to verify that panels meet building codes and structural requirements. Barcodes and batch numbers enable traceability back to specific production runs. Packaging and logistics follow. Panels are stacked into bundles and strapped tightly to prevent shifting. Protective wrapping shields them from moisture during transport. Forklifts and automated systems move bundles into warehouses or directly onto trucks and rail cars. Plywood mills often operate around the clock, supplying construction projects that depend on just-in-time delivery. Behind the scenes, plywood manufacturing is deeply integrated with sustainability practices. Modern mills utilize nearly every part of the log. Bark, cores, and scrap veneer are converted into wood chips, pellets, or bioenergy that powers the mill itself. Water used in log conditioning is recycled. Adhesive usage is optimized to minimize emissions while maintaining performance. Many plywood products are certified by forestry management programs that ensure responsible harvesting. What makes plywood manufacturing remarkable is how it transforms a natural, variable material like wood into a standardized, high-performance product. Trees grow unevenly, yet plywood panels must be flat, strong, and predictable. Achieving that consistency requires tight control at every step, from forest selection to veneer thickness to adhesive chemistry and press conditions. From rotating logs spinning on veneer lathes to towering hot presses bonding layers under extreme pressure. The journey of plywood is a powerful example of industrial engineering applied to natural materials. Each panel represents a balance of strength, flexibility, efficiency, and sustainability. And that is exactly how plywood is peeled, dried, layered, glued, pressed, sanded, tested, and shipped, turning raw logs into strong, stable building panels that support homes, cities, and infrastructure around the world. Thanks for watching The How Factory, where we reveal how the world really works. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more deep dives into the machines, materials, and factories behind everyday products.